Big Story Breakdown. In tonight's Big Story Breakdown, we're taking a look at the data center projects and meetings happening here in Oklahoma. A controversial data center proposal that could reshape the future of Piedmont is back before city leaders tonight. And Fox 25's Rob Hagan is live with more information on what's being talked about. Rob, what have you heard so far? What have people said to you about what's going on here today?
That's right. Well, Adam, it's another packed city council meeting here, leading to standing room only. There are more than 250 people in attendance. Now, the last meeting was tabled at the end of June because the city had to figure out some boundary issues. Well, they're discussing that right now. And tonight, the council is expected to first discuss those boundary questions before considering the project's land use amendment, rezoning request, and annexation. Now, a lot of the data center proposal has not changed. I spoke with Aaron Bilyeu on behalf of Cloverleaf. He said that it's still going to be about 75,000 gallons of water for the initial phase of the cooling system. Now, that would be a closed loop system. It would use 75,000 gallons per day up to 120 days. That comes out to 9 million gallons total. That hasn't changed, but the jobs have changed a little bit. I asked him again, is it up to 500 jobs, permanent jobs that would be at this data center campus? He said that it would be up to 300 permanent jobs, but it depends on how much power this thing is going to use. Now, he said that it's about a gigawatt in power for the data center. It's 1.4 gigawatts from the utility to the data center. And he said the 400 watts would be for the cooling system. There are a lot of facts here. And before this data center meeting, this is actually crossing county lines because we have people from Yukon at this meeting. We have people all the way from Claremore, including a man who was arrested at a February meeting in Claremore for speaking over the time limit. He was a guest speaker at this meeting tonight. And as a matter of fact, this meeting, unlike any others I've ever seen, started with a prayer.
This is an issue that transcends party lines. It transcends, different religions. Right now, when people are fighting for their homes, they need to know that God is in these decisions and that they are able to pray for their council members.
We're going to see how the City Council elects to vote on the PUD, and based on the outcome of the PUD, we'll go from there.
What happens if it's voted down?
There is a path to continue the project outside of the city of Piedmont. We don't want to go down that road. We believe it's best for the project and best for the city to have the data center development within the city limits.
Now, if approved, the votes would clear the way for the developer to move forward with the next phase of the project. Now, Bilyeu, you just saw speak, said that the data center campus would use up to 1,000 acres, and they have another proposed 630 acres that they're looking into. But no matter what the vote is tonight, they still have a path to move forward. It could be outside of Piedmont city limits, but it'll still be within the county. Now, we're going to stay tuned to see what they vote on. First, it's going to be on the land use. If they change the ag land into industrial, that's first. And then after that, we're going to hear from the Cloverleaf data center proposal. They have a team of like 9 people here. So we're going to hear from them. And then finally, we'll see what the final vote is if the council gets to it. There's still a huge public comment portion here tonight, commenting on the land use development and, of course, the data center proposal. We'll keep you posted. Live in Piedmont, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
What an update there, Rob. We appreciate you being our eyes and ears out there for us tonight. And the battle over a proposed data center in Payne County now spilling into the courts. As Fox 25's Burt Mumolo reports, the group that pushed for a grand jury to investigate the district attorney's office now demanding answers from the attorney general after a judge canceled the grand jury over a dispute about signatures.
Jim Mullings was standing out in 100-degree weather, sign in hand and conviction in heart that the power belongs to the people.
You know, the people here are supposed to be in power in this country.
And in an effort to preserve those checks and balances, a signature drive is underway calling for a grand jury in Rogers County. What spurred it?
There's various things that all surround the Open Meetings Act violations to get certain things done.
Actually, it started out with the data center, then the smelter, and then attending some of the meetings here in town. I started noticing some things that didn't appear right.
With the grand jury petition, it's able to put all of those issues together and say, hey, grand jury, look into these problems we have with open and transparent government and figure out whether or not they're breaking the law, which we believe they are, and how they're operating the government.
Their goal is 5,000 signatures, and they've got about 30 days left.
So I think we're around 1,000 right now. It's going pretty good. We need to pick it up a bit.
That number alone should be an indication of just how fed up and suspicious people are with the current state of affairs.
You know, if in fact we have dishonesty, we want it uncovered. I hope that that happens if it is the case. I would be pleased if it was not the case.
If I could say anything to the citizens of Rogers County, it's just, you know, this is not allegations, criminal allegations. We just want to know what's going on in city business and why we weren't informed and what we weren't informed of. And we just wanted to have a real investigation.
The push for accountability in Rogers County.
This is all grassroots community activism at its best.
Gathering one signature at a time by your next door neighbors.
This is just a petition, non-party. Come visit.
Burt Mumolo, Fox 25.
Yukon city leaders scheduled to discuss a potential data center project during tomorrow's city council meeting. Officials say there's no formal votes or policy updates during the meeting. The council members are expected to continue their previous conversations. Tomorrow night's meeting takes place at Centennial Building on 5th Street starting at 7. Doors will open at 6:30. That was your big story breakdown. You get the latest information on Oklahoma's proposed data center projects on our website, okcfox.com. Plus, you can watch all of our previous big story breakdowns on our YouTube channel. Scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.